So, this is my guide on how to make a really awesome case, and it's the simplest way I know. I'm going to tell you where to get everything, and how to do everything, and how much everything costs and whatnot. So, first off, you need a case. I'm going to be making a soft case, and you can get these, I don't know, you most likely have one at your house somewhere, but I happen to get this at a thrift store for $1.50. So, yep. And you need foam. I got this today at Joann Fabrics for like $5 something. It's just 2-inch thick foam, and I don't know what it's really called, but you know, it's just foam. It's normal high density, whatever. And then you need a Hunt's tomato paste. I'll explain why later. But there's two sizes that I've seen. There's a big one and a little one. You want the little one. It's if you just take your Yoyo to the grocery store or whatever, you know, it's roughly the same size. So yeah, get that one. And this is optional, but RIT dye, that's for dyeing the foam, because in my opinion, white looks like crap. So, okay, now that we got all that jargon out of the way, the first thing you need to do is cut your foam. And what I did is you just take your case, open that tank up, take a ruler or tape measure, or whatever you feel like using. And basically, you know, just measure it inside the case, width, length by, or, yeah, you know what I mean, both ways. And then, this one happened to be 13 by 10, I think. I've already cut the foam, because, you know, that's just what I did. So, after you get the dimensions, you take a ruler, and obviously, you know, 13 by 10, or whatever the hell your dimensions were. And then, but you want to go, like, that much more than what the dimensions are. So if it was 13 by 10, you'd go, like, 13 and, like, 2/8 of an inch, and then 10 by 2/8 of an inch. And that's because if you go a little bit more, then it's gonna fit better. And if it's too big, then you can always just, you know, cut a little bit off. But yeah, so yeah, you could line it up, make a little mark, take your scissors and snip, snip, snip. There you go. Whee! So then you got your foam, yeah, that's, and then you just slap it in there just to see how it fits. I've done this many a time, so mine's pretty awesome, I must say. Fits nice and snug. And also, a thing you can do is, I do it on the corners. I just take it and just snip it off right there, because if it's square, it has a tendency to, like, go like this on the corner, but it looks really bad. So, yep. So now we're gonna dye the foam, and you want a little thingy, and you want rubber gloves because dye is a huge pain to get out of your skin. And you fill it with water, hot water. Pour the packet in. Okay, so yeah, got the dye in this stuff. And then you wanna take the foam and submerge it. You can do whatever you like, but I'm going for a little. Usually you dip the whole thing in there, but I'm going for a little thing where the corners are darker. So I'm just gonna do this. So basically how this works is you wanna take the foam and get it in there. It's a lot easier if you have a tray or whatever that's bigger than the foam, you know, but I don't in this case. So basically what you want to do is just use it like a sponge, basically, and soak up all the water. Just kind of do that little deal, and then you just wring it out. The more you use it as a sponge, the more the dye will seep in, the darker it'll be, etc. You know how that goes. And once you've got it to the right darkness or what have you, you want to really wring it out good, because the next step is just to let it sit and dry. You don't want it to leak everywhere when it's drying, so just try to squeeze as much out of it as you can. After you've dumped the dye and whatnot, you want to rinse it under just running cold water is what I have it. And then just soak it up like a sponge again, and then just drain it. And that'll get all the excess dye that's in there. Okay, so after you get your foam all dried, 100% dry, I just let it go overnight, so now it's dry. Now, what you want to do is that Hunt's tomato paste junk. You get the can and then you cut off the top of it, but not like you would just cut off the lid to use the actual stuff, but you cut it like on the side so it can. Okay. You like reverse the can opener so it's like cutting on the side, and so it gets the little ridge dude off here so that it's really sharp. Okay. And then what you do, you take, it's super simple. It just lays in the foam like so, and then you just spin it back and forth, and then boom. It's that easy. What you want to do is take all the Yoyos and lay them out how you want it set up, because you don't just want to wing it because it'll look like crap. And you don't want them to be too far apart or too close together, because if they're too close, then when you cut it, it's not gonna do it very well. It's gonna just smash up with the corners and whatnot, or like with the sides. And then if you don't have it too far, then you're just wasting space. So once you have them nice and lined up in the pattern you want it, you just want to, one at a time, just remove one of them, then put it where it was, and then just make a little mark. Just see that, how I just went in, just not all the way. Now once you got all that done, now the obvious thing to do is go back through and just go all the way down. You just slice all the way down and then pick it up, and it takes the little foam guys right out. And now for counterweight holes, such as this one, they work like so. How you do this is it's the same concept kind of as the can, except use a bottle cap. I use, this is a root beer from like the plastic bottles, you know. And then basically you just, whatever you want the counterweight, you slap that in the foam, turn it the same way, and it's a little bit more of a pain than the can is, because this is plastic versus metal, so it doesn't cut as well. But you just work it in there, and eventually you'll cut it through, and then you'll get a thing that looks like this, you know. And all you do is just, it's like a little button. You just grab it and then pinch it and twist it, and it pulls right out, and you got this little thingy. And then there's a little counterweight hole. And what I've decided to do is do a thing I call hidden counterweight holes, and that's basically the basic idea of this is I'm going to make a counterweight hole right in the center of it, and that way, if there's a hole there, which there is not, but there's going to be, it will sit in the hole in the lower foam, and then the yo-yo will sit on top of it like that. And then that's the counterweights are hidden. So how you do this is you just line up the foam like you would, you know, like it's inside the case. And then if you want on every one, then you do on every one, but you just take a little marker, and then right in the center of it, just make a little teeny mark, just to show you where it's going to be. So I have 6 counterweight holes now. I'm not going to do the rest because my arm got tired. Oh fuck. Okay, I might do that later though. Oh yeah, and I didn't get this at Joann Fabrics, I just found it in my garage. But you can get it at Joann Fabrics, I saw it when I was there. So, yeah, that's it. Now, you just slap the foam into the case. And there you go. Now you have one of the coolest cases ever.